What's going on, guys? It's your boy Shadow. Finally decided to stop procrastinating and get this fire tank build to you guys. So if you're clicking on the video, I appreciate it. Drop a like, comment, all that good stuff. I'm assuming you guys want to learn more about fire. That is why you're here. So let's get right into it. First off, we will start with the gear. I currently have all tank gear equipped. And for weapon, I'm using shield. You can honestly use whatever you really prefer. I use shield. You can use one-handed, rifle, whatever. Something with a quick lunge, countering, stuff like that. For the mod, I am using absorption adapter. So basically, when I attack, I have a chance of activating a shield that will shield me. Head mod, I'm currently having to share this OP head with my other builds, so I have the DPS mod on, which is Fireball Barrage, but honestly you can use whatever supercharge mod. If you're running a supercharge, throw that on there. Neck is going to be a Fortified Assault, because with pretty much any tank power you're not going to want to block, so if you're not blocking, you're going to gain increased defense by additional 10% while not blocking. That comes in handy. Back mod is going to be Accelerated Burning Determination. And chest mod is going to be Hardy, increase your health by 5%. Legs doesn't matter. Feet, I'm using Tumbling Mastery. And hands, I'm using Empowered Channeling. Just kind of playing around with it. I guess you can use max damage. Regenerative Shield really doesn't do much of healing for you, but there's some powers that you might want to use the empowered channeling because some of them are vulnerable to interrupt, like absorb heat and different things. But in this particular build, I do not use absorb heat. Trinkets, you can use the breakout trinkets if you want. You can use chromatic emitters. I don't use that. I'm just basically using the normal tank trinket, orbital strike, as well as the supply drop and backup. Artifacts. My current artifacts are Manacles of Force, Mystic Symbols of the Seven, and Transformation Card. You might be curious why I'm using Transformation Card. Just giving me that increased crit chance for healing. Fire, you heal a lot. I previously was using Eye of the Gemini, but they nerfed it, so I stopped running the supercharge. I swapped that out for something else. But if you're using a supercharge, you want to use Eye of the Gemini, it's perfectly fine. If you have Everyman Prototype as well, that is perfectly fine. You can run whatever tank artifacts you have. The main one I would definitely recommend if you're a tank of any sorts is Manacles of Force. Mystic Symbol is really for, if you have a whole bunch of ads around you, get that healing going on, but Manacles is a definite. So with that said, let me put back on Transformation. Show you guys my stats. 746,938 health. Power 218k. Defense 271k. Might 155, which really doesn't matter. Restoration 84.5k. None of this matters. Dominance is 90k. And then as you can see, next primary stat that really matters is healing magnitude as well as the healing crit chance and different things. So there we go. Next we will go into our allies. Allies are still fairly new, so it all depends what you have ranked up. It necessarily doesn't affect you too much, but for my particular loadout, when I'm running, Superman does come in handy, because I'm using the breakout ability. But if you don't have Superman, you can use Poison Ivy. You can honestly use whatever artifact. You use Cyborg, not artifact, I'm sorry, ally. You can use Cyborg, gain increase passive power regen. I use Calculator Bot. Calculator Bot heals you for 10% of your max health. Disregard what it says there. I don't know why they didn't change it, but it heals you for 10% of your max health every 20 seconds when you're getting hit. The Nubia is just damage, throw that out there and you get some healing for yourself and the group. We will go into the loadout. We have Emulation, Hard Light Shield, Stoke Flames, Backdraft, Burnout, and Engulf. You can swap out Burnout. If you don't have the Superman ally, you can throw in Amazonian Deflection. That will be a third shield if you need it, if you're running Elite or anything. If you're using a Supercharge, you can use, Pheromone Bloom or anything like that. 25% or get a quick heal off, which isn't that great anymore. Regeneration, and if you're using a Supercharge or whatever, you can use that, or just throw Amazon Deflection, something like that. Or you can even throw, where is it? I'm having, there we go. Absorb Heat. Decreases the damage dealt, but increases the total healing done, which isn't bad. It's a very cheesy move. For this particular build, I don't need it. You wouldn't need it as well. But if you want to run it, you are perfectly fine doing that, as well as Mesmerizing Lasso. You can replace your pull. You can replace this pull Engulf in case you need a single target pull. I know there's God of Monsters, Elites. People are running that now. If you need to just pull one of the Phoenixes or one of the Minotaur or whatever, throw a Mesmerizing Lasso and pull away. You'd only pull that one particular boss. Weapon, currently using shield, not using, a crazy combo, just literally the first one. I'm just spamming the square button and getting my attacks. Flight, I got down, I got all the innates. You don't have to use Vacuum Bubble or anything like that. I got that because at one point I was spamming Supercharges, but you don't have to use that. I suggest getting all the innates down here. Iconic power, like I said, you're going to need Amazonian Deflection, Mesmerizing Lasso. You're definitely going to need Hard Light Shield, and if you are spamming Supercharges, like I said before, you can use Pheromone Bloom. Not necessary if you're not going to spam it like that, which, like I said, the Gemini being nerfed, you probably wouldn't use a 25%er anyway. Stat points, I personally use Hybrid. I get my weapon combos, get health, not health back, power back by attacking, as well as you gain the 5% dominance, 5% restoration, which comes in handy because those are two stats that you use as fire. If you do have trouble with the consumption of your power, you can always go super power spec. You gain 10% power as well as 25% power regeneration, so you'll gain a little bit more power regeneration. Get your 20-40 into your healing crit chances and magnitude, because fire, you are going to be healing yourself. So this might be a little new, different, people spec differently. I get 100 into restoration. That's going to give me the 10% bonus in that stat. I put 100 into dominance. That's going to be another 10% of dominance. Those are the biggest buffs you get, just that first initial 100 skill points into a particular stat. And then I put the rest into health. I know some people max out health, but I didn't find it too necessary. After the really, like I said, that first 100, it really didn't matter. So I put the extra 150 in there, just to boost me up a bit. Like I said before, it's very controversial. I'm like, with this loadout, it really doesn't matter. I feel even just having this into is not necessary, but I had the skill points, why not? And then I put a couple into Might and Power just to boost my power pool. So basically, the loadout goes as following. I clip 1 and 3 together, and then once 1 gets about halfway off cooldown, 3 will be completely off, and I will clip 2 and 3 together. So you basically rotate your shields that way. And there you go. That again. In the meantime, you're doing your backdraft. You're going to do your weapon combos. Backdraft is going to heal you. You got your pull. put those together. Weapon combos. That is basically it. So big thing to know is emulation is not a shield like hard light. It mitigates 35% damage. The rest you're going to receive. So I clip emulation with Stoke Flames because Stoke Flames heals you. So while you're getting blocked, blocking some damage, Stoke Flames will heal you, and it heals you for a good duration of that move. And then just for, shits and giggles, I clip hard light with Stoke Flames, just in case something might happen. Some damage might go through a shield, and I'm still getting healed. Immolation also burns enemies, and when you use Backdraft, burn enemies take additional damage and are knocked down, restoring additional health when used against burning enemies. So, there you go. Burnout was the group breakout. I'm using that with Superman. So, that is the Superman shield proccing because of burnout. So like I said, if you don't have Superman, you don't necessarily need to use that. Even if you have maybe the Clarion art, you want to throw on your Clarion art, obviously. Throw on your weapon buff, throw on the Clarion art. Pop that, do your weapon attacks, that's going to heal you as well as proc a shield, depending on your ranking of the artifacts. So let me go over here to the sparring targets and show you the Clarion art proccing. As well as it heals a majority, up to 4 people in the group. So that's the shield. You pop your other shields in the meantime. Backdraft, pull, backdraft again. Clip your shield and you'll heal. And that's basically it. So I know it's been a while. I've been saying I was going to make this video for a long time. I finally made it. I hope it was helpful to you guys. If you guys are curious how to see this loadout in action, I have quite a few videos of me tanking. So I'm not going to upload a portion of me tanking because I have so many. You can catch a live stream, in-game, me helping people. 9 times out of 10 I'm tanking. So I hope this was helpful to you guys. And I'll talk to you guys.